Iran is escalating its crackdown against protesters and rioters as it blames Israel and the U.S. for the recent violent unrest in the country. Iran's intelligence ministry claims it has dismantled what it calls an Israeli-backed espionage network linked to the Baha'i community. Iranian intelligence accused its members of playing an active role in recent riots and acts of vandalism. According to Iranian authorities, a 32-member network was identified, with 12 key suspects arrested and 13 others summoned for questioning. Officials say the group operated across multiple provinces, including Tehran, Khorasan Rezavi, Kerman, Yazd, Sistan and Baluchistan, Alborz, Kermanshah, and Mazandaran. Investigators allege the network's central command operated from a safe house in Mashhad, functioning in what they describe as a highly organized structure. Iranian intelligence claims the group was specifically focused on attacking religious sites, including acts of vandalism during recent unrest. Authorities further allege that one of those arrested made multiple trips to Israel, reinforcing their claim of foreign coordination. Iran says investigations are still ongoing, warning that more affiliated members may be arrested. So far, officials claim 45 Baha'i individuals have been detained on charges of acting against Iran's national security. On Saturday, Iran's Tasnim news agency reported that authorities had arrested members of the Baha'i minority for alleged involvement in what the government calls riots following the nationwide protest wave. The Baha'i community, Iran's largest non-Muslim religious minority, has long faced persecution, with Tehran repeatedly accusing its members of espionage linked to Israel. Human Rights Watch said in 2024 that Iran's decades-long repression of Baha'is amounts to a crime against humanity, citing systematic persecution. The exact number of Baha'is still living in Iran remains unclear, though supporters estimate several 100,000 may remain. Iranian leaders are increasingly insisting that foreign powers are behind the unrest, accusing external forces of training operatives and fueling violence inside the country. Earlier, President Masoud Pezeshkian blamed the U.S. and Israel for the unrest. Speaking on state television, Pezeshkian claimed the same actors involved in Israel's 12-day war with Iran last June are now attempting to inflame unrest using economic grievances. He alleged that trained operatives and terrorists were brought into Iran, accusing them of attacking a bazaar in Rasht and setting mosques on fire. U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly signaled a willingness to strike Iran, raising fears of direct foreign intervention. In Israel, far-right heritage minister Amichai Eliyahu told Army Radio that Israel already has operatives inside Iran, stopping short of openly claiming a regime change operation. Pro-Netanyahu Channel 14 reported this week that foreign agents were responsible for arming protesters, allegedly leading to the deaths of Iranian security personnel. As protests continue and accusations intensify, Iran's leadership is framing the unrest as a foreign-engineered threat, while rights groups warn of deepening repression at home.
We are not leading our country into war.
We have absolutely no intention of leading our country into war.
We don't allow domestic criminals to operate here either. These domestic criminals are, in fact, no different from international criminals. We will not permit them to continue either.
It must be elevated by its own methods. This work must be properly pursued and followed through. And by divine grace, the Iranian nation has already broken the back of sedition. It must also break the back of the instigator of sedition.
The distinguishing characteristic of this sedition was that the President of America, he himself, personally,
He got involved in this sedition. He spoke up. He expressed his views. He even made threats.
He gave encouragement to the instigators.
We consider him a criminal, both for the casualties and for the damages and for the slander he brought upon the Iranian nation.
My lord, no God but Allah.
Firstly, what is the nature of this sedition, the American sedition?
Planning things out, taking action.
The goal of the Americans, let me quickly interject here, based on my extensive experience and several years spent within the Islamic Republic, I must state this clearly. America's ultimate goal is to completely devour Iran. There is no God but Allah. There is no God but Allah. There is no God but Allah. From the very beginning of the revolution until this very day, the oppressive dominance that they had maintained over our country, by the hands of the people, by the hands of the youth, by the hands of all segments of the people throughout the entire nation, under the leadership of the great Imam, this dominance was completely eradicated.
From the very beginning, they've been planning to bring this back. They have once again placed Iran under their military, political, and economic domination. This objective isn't about the current U.S. president, mind you. It's not about the person who is president right now. This is about American policy.
This is America's policy. A country possessing these particular characteristics situated in such a critical geographical location, with all these facilities available, with such a vast expanse, and with this huge population.
They are simply unable to tolerate such a country with this kind of progress. The progress that is being made scientifically and technologically in various sectors.
This is not tolerable for an American.
We consider the President of the United States to be a criminal, both for the casualties and for the damages.